Recap. We saw on verse 8 that Stephen, full of faith and power. Then on 9, that the different synagogues started disputing Stephen. And 10 says, because of his wisdom, they just could not say anything else. Acts chapter 6, verse 11. Then they suborned men, which said, we have heard him speak blasphemous words against Moses and against God. 12. And they stirred up the people and the elders and the scribes and came upon him and caught him and brought him to the council. 13. And set up false witnesses, which said, this man ceaseth not to speak blasphemous words against the holy place and the law. 14. For we have heard him say that this Jesus of Nazareth shall destroy this place and shall change the customs which Moses delivered us. 15. And all that sat in the council, looking steadfastly on him, saw his face, and it had been the face of an angel. So of course they arrest him. So these synagogues not only could not say or do anything to Stephen because of his wisdom given to him by the Holy Ghost, but paid off people to be false witnesses against him, to stain his name. It says that the council, looking steadfastly on him, on Stephen, saw his face, and as it had been the face of an angel. Can you imagine that? So people make up stories about him, and all they could see is God's grace in his face. As an Uber driver, I have to wait for my client for 5 minutes. And once his 5 minutes were up, I canceled the ride after sending him a text and him not answering me, and drove away. And as I was driving away, he came up to me and just started swearing at me. You see, once they pass the 5 minutes of wait time, they have to pay a certain amount, a basic amount of money. So he came out swearing, and even though I didn't say anything to him, didn't argue with him, you could not tell that I was a Christian because I mocked him without words, just laughing at him. What do people see when you look at him? An angel or your flesh? Today, they saw my flesh.